Hey folks, this goes out to you entrepreneurs out there carving a better way for yourselves, your families, and your futures. Just want to reach out to you all out there. Make sure you also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on the subscription tab below. Be a part of our YouTube community and stay in the loop of all of the updates and videos we're constantly putting out about family, life, business, all type of subjects we're constantly discussing, and promoting entrepreneurship as well, to teach people how to take back their life, their financial life, their life overall, and being able to help each other as well and share insight with each other. Make sure you also subscribe to our email link and get in the loop of all the emails we have constantly coming out. And make sure you also contact us about personalized entrepreneur coaching and have some personalized discussions, one-on-one discussions with you all, and help spark some thought or expand business or spark thought about creating business. So make sure you contact me about that as well. So today we're just going to go over I don't know, man, just had some discussions with some more friends and clients and friends that I've known for years too. I'm just kind of taking into account the accumulation of all of the discussions we've had and the continual discussions and the insight you guys share with me. And had a real good discussion with a friend of mine, Alfonso, and he had some great insight about life and just constantly thinking about stuff, and we're always having some dialogue about life and business and family and ups and downs in life. He's always trying to help out and share insight as well. He got some moments of clarity, insights that he shares with people, and just some great discussions I have with this brother. We were talking about time and the importance of time, and I've been discussing this with a lot of people too as well, and I think the discussion with me and him helped bring it out even more. But I talked to a lot of people about time and a lot of clients about time and the importance of time, and realizing that time really is one of the most precious commodities. Like, we hear that a lot, but I think we sometimes do not really understand the true gravity and comprehension of how important time is. Now, I can also go into the whole scientific notion of, time doesn't exist and everything's a continuum and things of that nature. Yes, but that'll be safe for another time or whatever. But let's just stay within the concept and the context of our human perception of time and how to use it, how it benefits us, how the value of it to us and what we're doing in life, and how a lot of the things we do in life is centered around time and gathering more time, and how precious time is. And the reason I think these type of subjects are great to understand is because this is a concept that really affects all of our lives. It affects our whole entire life. It affects our decision making. It affects our business life. It affects our business decisions. It affects our family decisions, and just our decisions in life overall. And if you kind of think about it for an extended period of time, you start realizing that a lot of the stuff you do in life is centered around you either trying to save time, trying to convert time to do something else, trying to spend time doing the things that you want to do in life and enjoy, the family and business, mainly family. Because a lot of us are trying to make business decisions with our lives. Even if it's working, it's still technically a business decision. It's the business of you exchanging your time for a certain amount of money and compensation each year from a particular company. So in essence, when you start looking at time and your life and yourself and your value from a different angle, and realizing too that to some degree, even if you work a job, look at it from a different angle of you yourself is a business. Because you're still exchanging, you're still doing a business like an exchange. Because you're exchanging, once again, you're exchanging your time, 8 hours a day or 10 or 12 or whatever the case may be. You're exchanging that time for a particular compensation or amount. And that in itself pretty much constitutes almost like a business transaction. And I think if you start looking at things from that angle, you start searching for different opportunities, start looking at life and business and working from a perspective of searching for better opportunities that allow you to up your value, up your time compensation exchange. For example, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you're exchanging 8 hours, you're working 8 hours a day. So you're exchanging 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week of your time for $50,000 a year. Let's just say, let's just hit the 50,000 mark. That's good in some areas. That's not enough in some areas. Yeah, because sometimes, dealing with the certain economies geographically and cost of living and things of that nature, all of that has to be taken into account of if that's enough or not. But let's just stick with some simple numbers. So you're exchanging 40 hours a week of your time and life on this planet Earth for $50,000 a year. Now, when you look at it from that angle, you start seeing, first of all, the value of your time. But then you also start looking for or creating a mindset that allows you to start creating more value for your time. So you would look for opportunities from work to entrepreneurship, businesses, start your own business, whatever, to where you want to have that same 8 hours a day of time exchange, but for 100,000 or 200,000 or $1 million. So now you start upping the value of your time as far as financially. Now, keep in mind, your time in itself really is priceless to a degree. It's just who and what and how you choose to do your exchange. So you're choosing to exchange 40 hours of your week for $50,000. Or you start creating businesses, you start upping economic scale, maybe you get a promotion or whatever the case may be. But one of the biggest ways, of course, is starting your businesses. So you start placing yourself in a position. Now you might have to grind that out in the beginning, work really hard or whatever to get clients and things of that nature, yes, and build your business. But the goal would be to put yourself in a position where your compensation for your time is scaled up. So instead of 40 hours of your time on Earth each week for $50,000, you want to spend 40 of those hours in exchange for 100, 200, 300,000, whatever the case may be, or $1 million. And now, when you're looking at it from that angle, you start looking for different opportunities as well to even scale back your time dealing with ventures that have anything to do with money. Because you really start valuing your time more. At the end of the day, it goes back to your time. You start realizing you want to spend more time with your family, with yourself, with your ventures, with your goals in life, and not just for the sake of some piece of paper with people on it that has a perceived value that we perceive as value. So in essence, you start trying to create opportunities in entrepreneurship where you want to spend 4 hours of your time in exchange for 500,000 or $1 million or 50,000, whatever the case may be you start off with. But even cut this in half. So instead of 40 hours a week for 50,000, you want to find a way to spend 20 hours a week spending of your time on earth for that same 50,000. So then you've cut your time at work, working for someone else or working his job for work, either working for yourself, things of that nature. And you spend more time with the other goals in life and family and things of that nature that you want to do. And that's a whole different perspective now, because then you start realizing that you actually have power and control to start creating those opportunities. As you search, research, learn, gather information, listen to insight, read biographies, learn from others, other people that are doing what you want to do, living the life that you want to live, getting coaching, and being able to create that life that you desire and not just be bound spending your time at work, working for someone else all of the time. And then you're spending more time doing what you want to do. I mean, you could actually even say you'd want to spend more time, let's say going back to spending more time with your family or doing ventures in life. Well, let's just say you scaled back your money and went to 30,000 for 4 hours a week. For 20 hours a week. Well, at least now you have more time to do what you want to do. Now, you might not have more money just yet, but then you start realizing the value of time is not always connected to a perceived value of dollar transactions. So let's just say you spend 20 hours a week. Now you're only making you're making 30,000 instead of 50. But you're spending time camping. You're spending time vacationing. You're spending time. You might have to cut back in some areas in the beginning, get your bills adjusted. Yes, that's understandable. But you're doing more things with your family and life and yourself that you really enjoy doing instead of being at the office. So then you start seeing how the value of your time is worth more than the value of money and the value of being at an office or at a job to make more money. And then imagine being able to, though, actually have both, where now you're spending 20 hours a week making triple the amount of money. Now that's even better. And a lot of that does come from entrepreneurship and starting businesses, or even, some jobs do offer that too as well, maybe. But a lot of times, majority of the times, people start businesses on the side and then they grow them, and then the business eventually takes off after a few years of grinding and getting clients and getting business going, and then they eventually quit their job, their full-time job, and they go into full-time entrepreneurship. Then eventually they're able to scale back and work 2 to 4 hours a day and making, $500 $1 million eventually. Or even if it's the same 50, even if it's the same $50 that you originally were working for, spending 8 hours a day. But imagine making that same 50 but only working 2 hours a day or 4 hours. And you're able to spend more time doing what you want to do and enjoying your family and life and vacationing and having, once again, more value of your time that you've placed on it. Because this is the biggest thing that we were discussing too, is understanding that if you do not value your time, someone else will hire you and place a value on your time. Because that person values their time. That's why they started their business. So they started their business so they can spend more time doing other things and pay someone else to spend their time doing the things that they don't want to do, spending their time doing. That's just how it works. It's not just something we just hate or bash or some inherent evil thing or whatever. I'm not getting into all of that. It's just more about the understanding of the economic model and the system of how you can do the same thing. If you're out selling apples or lemonade, you start a business selling apples, well, instead of spending 8 hours a day selling apples, you hire somebody else to spend those 8 hours a day selling apples. You pay them a certain amount. Well, both of y'all are profiting technically. He's still profiting by, exchanging his time for some money. But you're also profiting double because you're making passive income from him selling the apples for you physically. And then you're also profiting from the time spent doing what you wanted to do elsewhere. So all of this goes back to the value of time. You placing more value on your time. You searching for opportunities that allow you to spend more time, place more value on your time, to spend more time, to do what you really want to do in life. And enjoying your life. Because if you don't go for your dreams, someone else will hire you to build theirs. If you do not place value on your time, someone else will hire you and place a value on your time. So it's just something to think about. I'm definitely thinking about it more and more myself, and I thank you all out there for sharing some of that insight with me as well, having these discussions. Keep emailing me, keep contacting me, leave comments, keep subscribing to the YouTube channel, share these videos with people, keep sharing. I thank you all for sharing. Other people are giving some great feedback, and I really enjoy it. It really helps me out as well, helps all of us out, and being able to grow and help each other share wisdom, because none of one person knows it all. We always hear up from our parents all of the time. There's only one perfect person, that was Jesus. So I'm not him. I do not know it all. I just say I really appreciate you guys sharing the insight with me and helping each other out along the way and sharing it with others too as well. So take care. God bless. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share this with somebody. Also, contact me about personalized entrepreneur training so we can have these type of discussions more in depthly and longer, and being able to, help each other carve their niches in life and have discussions that spark these type of creative thoughts and solutions that spark action too as well, to actually get things done. So contact me about personalized entrepreneur training. Get started doing something and go and create the life that you've been knowing for years, since probably childhood, that you desire. Take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. We look forward to hearing from you.